What is up, everybody? Hello, and welcome to the stream. We are kind of getting back in the groove of things with a whole new PC. Had to tear down the entire system, rebuild it in a new BTF system yesterday. So everything has been undone, and I'm now kind of dialing things back in. So audio hopefully is pretty good, but I'm a bit worried because my streaming PC is saying encoding overloaded, which shouldn't be happening. So I'm curious as to why that's happening, because it's very odd. But I guess what I'm more curious about is hearing if things look smooth on the stream side. Please let me know if things look smooth. But speaking of smooth, man, this new PC sounds good, but is it fluid? Does it look nice? Yeah, other thing that's interesting, and we'll see what happens. I'm waving my hands. If you watched the build stream yesterday, I did mention that I'm someone who still it looks good. That is bizarre that OBS is telling me encoding overloaded, but it also says 0 frames dropped. It seems like an error on OBS's part. But if it looks good, we should be good, because there's literally nothing than the stream being ingested on that PC, so the encoding shouldn't be overloaded. Anyways, fun. I like talking about streaming technologies and streaming things and my setup and so on. And one thing I've always done with streaming is I've had a lot of capture cards, right? I use 2 DSLRs. So this camera that you're looking at for me is a DSLR camera. And then I have another DSLR camera that's currently looking at the PC. DSLR cameras, modern ones, which is really cool. That one is a newer, it's a year-old model. It's brand new, pretty much. That actually connects via USB-C on a 10 gig bandwidth USB-C cable right into the motherboard and sends an immediate lagless feed to the PC. Super cool to not need like a third-party tool. The other one technically can do that, but it always looks kind of bad. So I have to run a micro HDMI into an HDMI into a capture card. And I've always used a PCIe in capture card that's, on board on the motherboard for that camera. This case is very big, and basically the capture card would be too recessed for it to actually sit nicely on the motherboard in this case, so I've had to abandon it. Little sad about it, because I've used that capture card for like 7 or 8 years. It's just been my buddy for a long time, but we're not using that. Instead, today I'm using a USB capture card for that. Also a fairly old USB-C or USB-A capture card. HDMI to USB. But I find these things to be less reliable. As in, I could see it needing to be reset at some point in the stream. So if you see my webcam freeze, please yell at me, because I'm a little bit worried that may happen during the stream at some point today. That being said, you can see the build here in all its glory, and I wouldn't say it's 100%. I still feel like I need to dial in some things. For example, so this is a BTF build. And basically that means a back to front connector, or sometimes we call it back to the future connector. I like back to front. I think it makes more sense to call it that. And it essentially removes as many of the cables from the front of the PC as possible. In this instance, the only cables that are there, obviously you see the tubes for the water cooler going to the radiator at the top for my AIO. That's the ROG Rio 360 ARGB all-in-one cooler. The tubes are there, but there's also 2 cables coming off that. I feel like I could tidy that up. You can see them kind of underneath the RAM sticks to the right there. Please yell at me. I try to read chat, Ritz. Sometimes I get really invested in the game. I should be better about it, but I'm feeling Genki. I'm feeling energetic today, and we're going to be playing Silent Hill F, so I think maybe I'll be on top of it. I'll do my best. I know you're just poking fun. I love you for that. But anyways, so those are the only cables that are visible on this PC. It's really, really cool. I don't think my phone is linked to this PC right now because I just reinstalled it. Yeah, I don't have PC Link. Once I get PC Link reinstalled, I can use my phone to give some kind of more close-ups. But I guess I could shine a flashlight in there since this is fairly dark. We just use my phone, and you can see on the underside here, there's typically all that cable clutter on the bottom of the motherboard. And typically, you know, it's not a big deal. You can just stick it through the ports and stick it through the shroud. But here, it's just clean. It's just, there's no cables visible at all in any capacity. And I think that's really nice. But for me, the thing that made me the most excited is the only cable I ever really hated looking at was the cable going into the graphics card. And removing that gives us that nice full width of that RGB bar on the Astral 5090, uninterrupted. And that is like the biggest for me. Love it. Think it looks really cool. Case aesthetics, we have huge fan capacity on this case. You can see that that back panel with the RGB looks really nice. Have it all set to static pink right now. Haven't fully optimized everything with AuraSync and so on for all these different devices. Kind of have my old AuraSync profile and they're still working. But before we were using those Lian Li 011D case with the Infinity fans, the Infinity SL fans. And that was a very RGB heavy case. This is a little bit darker and a little bit more, I want to call it moody, more intimate. And I'm going to keep it this way. I'm not going to jam this full of a ton of RGB. I kind of want to put RGB down here to kind of like brighten up that under chamber. But also to illuminate the motherboard, more emo Jake, to illuminate the motherboard and accentuate the fact that there's no cables there. I want to like highlight that. So I feel like I need to get something, even just like a RGB strip to throw in there, and I'd probably just set it to like a static pink, or maybe a static blue, or maybe something that's really slow moving, like what is happening on the Astral right now. Just a very subtle animation on that. So reserved RGB build, yeah, that's essentially the idea for it. But yeah, I'm actually really happy with how it came out. It is Titanic. This case is monstrous. But God, it's going to be so easy to care for. Like, now that the build is done, A, it was super easy to build, and B, now that the build is done, like, maintenance is going to be like so easy. More RGB equals more FPS. Yeah, but I've already got all the FPS I need, baby. And this is a neat little compartment down here. I was kind of showing this on the stream. It's really hard to see that there's a little screwdriver locked away in that compartment, which is cool. Show you the cable management. I mean, you can watch the stream from yesterday, and I'll tell you how I cable management. So there's everything we did on the stream, and then I took the door and I shoved it against all the cables and I tightened it. And I said, mischief managed, just like that. Done. You're a wizard, Jakey. And we had a computer. That's where I'm at right now. I would like to get in there. You wanted to see it finished? Well, I mean, yeah, this is essentially finished. During the build yesterday, this is new. I'm triggering people in chat now. Hell yeah. I did forget one cable, and it's just like something I wasn't even aware of because I'm new to BTF, and I didn't read the manual because I'm illiterate, obviously. The connector that you would typically put in your graphics card, I had not installed that on the back of the motherboard. That is something that you do have to do, and when I went to boot up the PC, it's like, yeah, there's no power for the graphics card. I was like, oh, that's weird. And of course, plug that cable in, and that was solved. Excellent. Good, great. In other news, this build is amazing, and I'm super excited to be able to get to show you guys some great streams on this awesome hardware. But we did officially announce our pre-orders for the ROG Xbox Ally and the ROG Xbox Ally X. Those pre-orders went live last night. The prices are $599 and $1,000 in the US. Yeah, I'm really excited. I saw that the Ally X is already sold out on the Xbox store, which is kind of nuts, but it's for sale on Best Buy. It's for sale on the Asus store and the Xbox store. So I think I will be getting one either the end of next week or the week before that. I mean, since this is a partnership with Xbox, it will come down to both Asus and Xbox saying, yes, Jake, you're allowed to stream on this. So I don't know the first day I'll be able to stream on it, but we're hoping to be able to kind of show off some of that stuff soon. Like I said, I have played on the Xbox Ally. I've played probably about 40 hours of gameplay on the Xbox Ally X, and I'm very excited for it, mostly just because the ergonomics are amazing, but the performance difference versus an Ally X and an Xbox Ally X is significant, which I think is great. When will we know what use we will have for the 4 central buttons on the right Kira 2 controller on a desktop PC? That's a great question, and I don't have an answer for you. Probably once it actually comes out. But the Raikiri 2 controller was like, it was news to me when we announced it at Gamescom. That is when I learned of its existence, and I haven't been briefed on anything more than that, so I don't really have anything I can share. But I'll tell you that I'm using the Raikiri Pro today, and I will be swapping to the Raikiri 2 when the time comes, or whenever they can get me a unit. But all right, let me get that timer going because I totes didn't do that. So there's a code, the Elite code. That's for the Elite Rewards website. You go to !Elite. That'll give you the website you need for that, and that's where that redemption is. That is unrelated to giveaways. Today we're giving away $20 wallet vouchers to GamesPlanet.com, specifically us.gamesplanet.com. And those are a keyword that you enter into chat. But the keyword has a 1-minute entry period, and we don't reveal the keyword until that giveaway begins. So it's kind of like the timer ends. Roughly around the time this timer ends, we will start the giveaway. There's 60 seconds in which you have to enter that keyword in chat, and we draw one winner from all entries between YouTube and Twitch combined. You can enter on one platform with one account total. If you enter with multiple accounts, you will be disqualified and banned. Easy peasy. Cool. Time for some Spookmas. What is apparently already one of the highest rated Silent Hill games ever, which makes it one of the highest rated horror games of all time already, based on what I've seen. I only played the remake of Silent Hill 2 recently, last year. That is the only Silent Hill game I've ever played, and I loved the living hell out of it. I thought it was an incredible game. And I'm even more excited because, yeah, I'm a bit of a weeb. I know a lot about Japanese culture. I don't watch a ton of anime. I just like Japan. Like, I love everything about that culture. And this is Japanese horror at its finest, which is something I'm very fond of. So I'm excited. Action, story, hard. So you can do story or hard. I wonder if I can change this. I mean, am I going to regret going hard on both? Do I like puzzles? Puzzles are good for stream, I think. Right? And plus, they're good for my brain. Hard puzzles be tricky. Ooh. 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 Typical playthrough of Silent Hill F is only 8 to 12 hours. That's great because I want to stream the whole thing, and that basically means like 4-ish. I'd like to beat this before I go to Taiwan, which is in like 3 weeks. So yeah, it should be fine. Asus After Dark. We've talked about Asus After Dark streams. Did I just accept the? I mean, I'm considering it. Is it a regret? Is it that hard? Send it. Hard and hard. And beautiful. Excellent. Glorious game crash. Send that little report of Reno on over. Set puzzles for the easiest. You can always rage quit and restart. Driver fail? Maybe. But I actually didn't test this game. I figured we'd be good. I played some Borderlands today, getting around 80 to 90 FPS in Borderlands 4. And then FrameGen was bringing that, to twice that. I was doing 2x FrameGen. But I figured if there's any game to test stability with on a new PC, Borderlands would be pretty good for that. Received Omamori Peony. Bonuses and special items claimed. Oh. Schoolgirl uniform, pink rabbit costume. Schoolgirl. Hard. Yes. Oh, the bunny ears. I like the navy sailor. I like the dark. I like it. I don't like the bunny ears. Like this. Not like this. My monitors went dark, both of them. I hear the game. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I can't see chat. I can't see anything. I'm blind. I'm shrouded in darkness. Oh boy. Okay. Hi guys. Weird. I don't really know what to make of that. Um but we're gonna try again. Basically, launching the game, everything went black. I updated my BIOS I flashed the BIOS, CMOS, updated my BIOS, updated my graphics drivers. I mean, we're where we need to be. I did my proper updating. It's a 5090 issue. Okay. So there have certain there's always been games where cinematics act a little bit different than the rest of the game. And this feels like that. Should have blown on the M.2. I'm officially up to 10 gigs of storage in this PC. Almost all of that is M.2. My CPU was sitting around 43 degrees around the time that happened. So that's fine. Right now, you can actually see the number. It's about 50, 46, 45. A little red number on my motherboard. It's kind of hard to read in the stream, but 10 whole gigs of storage. Not gigs. Did I say gigs? Terabytes. 10 TVs. Okay. No limit. Let's change some settings. Remove the BRB rebooting. Oh yeah. I wonder what preset I should change for the cinematics. I'm actually so curious as to what would. Maybe I should just drop it down to balanced or something, and then we can change it after. We'll see how that works. Well, the giveaway timer is gone because I just rebooted. Oh yeah, it's actually still showing up. That's interesting. I'll fix that when I know that we're actually going to be able to get into the game. That didn't save. Turn it down a little bit, but I guess we'll see what happens. We're living. We're living.
仲間外れなんか気にしないもん。ひなこ、お友達のところに遊びに行ったんじゃなかったの？男の子と遊ぶ子はおままごとに入れてあげないだって。じゃあお姉ちゃんと一緒におままごとしよっか。本当？お待たせ。お姉ちゃん。何かいいことでもあった？うん。昔を思い出してた。お姉ちゃんって小さい頃からずっとお姉ちゃんだったんだなって。 ひなこ、私ね。
Yeah, we'll fix the timer after the cinematic. Chill.
これお姉ちゃんにあげる。
A bell.
綺麗だわ。ありがとう。
Ew, English dub? Go away. Nah. We're in Japan. It's gotta be Japanese. Only time I read is in subtitles. The 4K walking through the night ASMR videos. I watch those far too often.
Hinako! 親に向かってその言い草は何だ。
お父さんやめてください。
純子があんなにも高校娘なのに、どうして妹の前は何もかも正反対なんだ。
Cinematics are locked at 30.
どこ行く。話はまだ終わってないぞ、ひなこ。
Pretty common for console
だ
games.
って分かってくれてますよ。
分かってたらどうしてあの態度になるんだ。これも全部お前がひなこをずっと甘やかしてきたからだろう。
ひなこ、お父さんはね、あなたのためを思って
友達のとこ行ってくる。
早めに帰ってみて。
I'm using the PG27 UCDM as my primary and the AQDP as my secondary right now. Okay, so frames, yeah, we're at actually sitting at about 130 average. And then I'm pretty sure this game is mouse, like I could play mouse keyboard, but I think I'm gonna play controller. I think it's gonna make the most sense. That is the PC to my left, or I guess on the screen below me. Yes. Let's fix that timer. Good enough. Right? Did I do that right? Yeah. No, that's not right. I'm here to lead, not lead. What? That's backwards. Let's just check the graphics settings real quick. See, you know what? Frame rate no limit. VSync is off because we gotta set the no limit. Let's just plus ultra. Send it. See what kind of frame rate we get if we DLS says quality. Motion blur off. Colorblind accessibility off. My goal is always around 120. So I'm like, is this worth it? 100? I think I'm going to drop some of this down. Good enough for me. The local doctors note there have been sightings of foxes. Foxes are spiritual creatures in Japan. Kitsune coming into town recently. I'm sure they're also like mischievous, right? I'm sure that the older generations who have grown up learning to respect foxes are fine, but I'm concerned for any children who may try and chase or provoke the creatures. Yeah. Countdown is for a $20 gift card. So many people were hoping I was giving away this PC yesterday. We did have a safe game. Tricksters, yeah, exactly. I guess somebody did the math in chat yesterday for the total cost of this build. I don't even want to know. Don't put that evil on me. Oh yeah, fashion. It is funny. I don't know what to do with my old PC right now. I mean, there's no graphics card or CPU in it, so there's that, but my balls, that's a weird way of saying I like your mustache, Jake, but thank you. So the actual pressure of the case would actually is not optimized right now as the door is off. The door is a little bit, and I can just show it live. I'm not picking that up with one hand. It's a heavy door, a tempered glass. It's darkening, right? So the RGB is going to be a little bit more shielded behind it. And I just thought for the camera, it would look better if I took the door off completely, even though it is just a panel of glass. It's not as transparent as some cases. So for today, I decided to remove it. So I'm actually curious if the thermals would be even better since the pressure would be a little bit more optimized with the door on for all the airflow. Starting around May, Ibisu Gaoka began seeing a high number of small earthquakes. The Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division predicts that there will be even more in the future. Residents remain on edge, fearful that these may be an early warning signs of a larger earthquake yet to come. Rumors that these events are being caused by Inari-sama's curse have been spreading among the more religiously minded of the elderly population. However, the Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division is urging residents to treat such rumors as superstition and instead prepare for any potential disasters ahead. Be prepared. It's just a bug. You're good. Just a bug. The lighting is gorgeous. Man. Am I squeeze through here? Squeeze through here. Creepy little girls. Don't want to waste some good protein. You're right. That bird meat could have been gains. Some frame dips. I'm like 86. I'm sure it looks smooth on stream since stream was 60 FPS. I can feel it a little bit though.
Yo, Aibo.
Sure.
あのさ。
うん。なんか言ってよ。
お前こそなんか言うことはないのかよ。
相棒にないんだったら私にだってない。
Teenagers.
お前らしいや。
Cigarettes?
受け身な生き方なんてお前らしくないぜ。お前が自分で選んだ道なら俺はいつまでも応援するからな。
シュ シュウ君、お待たせ。ひなこもいたんだ。
リンコ。
何の話をしてたの？
いや、大した話は。
誰かとおしゃべりしたい気持ちだったんだって。
気が紛れたよ。
それはよかった。お役に立てて光栄の極み。会えると分かってたら借りてた雑誌持ってくればよかった。
ああ、貸したままでいいよ。リンコに貸した時点で戻ってくると思ってないし。
んだとこんちくしょう。笑いすぎだよ。咲子だってひなこから何か借りてるんじゃないの？私なんかあったかな。ねえひなこ、じゃあ私が借りてる500円も返さなくていいよね。咲子利子つけて返すとか言ってなかった？言ってないよ。証文あんなら出してみろ。いいこと聞いた。
The fog is not a good thing in Silent Hill.
そんな意地悪言わないでよ。ひなこ、
あ、ごめん。何？
裏切りも。
Oh, found a wall. No, not that way. Nope. What are you waiting for? Go! They're just flowers? Maybe you're right. Hey partner, these painkillers should work best for you. They'll not only take care of the headaches, but also pain from injuries. I suspect the main cause behind your nasty headaches is from your unconsciously grinding your teeth. Nah, she's having psychic nightmares. Does that sound about right? Yeah, red capsules.
みんな絶対無事でいてくれよ。
Yum. Yum. Just, and now we have autism. Hell yeah.
どこ？急いで咲子のとこに戻らないと。
Hmm. Is there really nothing up here? Oh no. I don't know if that's a graphics issue or a feature in the game.
シュウ？ シュウ？リンコ？
Tight gap loading screen seems that way. Excuse me, ma'am. Your joints seem... That's not creepy at all. Carefully walk away. Oh, this is suboptimal. I know. Kampai. Yukon jelly-like dessert filled with red bean paste. Yep. It's a big heal. Ooh. Bloodied window. Bloody footprints. Man flesh? What am I looking at? Oh, it's a mask with a key in it. Yeah, the mask looks a little living. Seems bad. Ah! Opens the gate. The key doesn't fit. Oh my god. Go, go. It's just gonna bust through the wall or something stupid and mean and evil.
ここはまずい。シュウたち無事だといいけど。
They're not. They're not all right. Hope all you like, little girl. Oh, my camera froze. Yeah, I mentioned that this might happen because I find these USB ones, at least this one I have that's quite old, to be kind of unreliable. So let me reset that. I probably have a different one I could try using. I used to own so many capture devices. Painkillers. It's not the camera, it's the capture device. Okay. Couldn't just dash past her. That's fine. That's fine. Try and hit me. Try and hit me. Okay, she succeeded. Don't really look like there's anywhere to go over there. Or over here. Rather not have two of them on me if I can avoid it. They're very gentle and nice. Didn't I set it to hard? Maybe I didn't. Bandages. Small hairbrush specifically made to be used for religious ceremonies. Okay, we do have to do a giveaway. Yeah, she's doing all right. She's just doing, yoga in the street. It's a new thing. Um, street yoga. I don't. It's not a bad option to use like the CU 4K30 or the CU 4K Pro for my camera. It just feels excessive, which is why I don't use it. Those capture cards are designed for capturing gameplay with pass through to a monitor. Whereas what I'm using is more of a linear HDMI to USB. It's just like a very basic thing. That's more common what you would use with a camera. So I could use the 4K Pro or the 4K30 or something like that. But I reserve those for actual like capturing of gameplay. In fact, it's right back there on my desk. Right. Entries look like they are closed. We're going to go ahead and draw a winner for a $20 wallet voucher to gamesplanet.com. It is Alguna Vex on Twitch. Alguna Vex. Congrats. I don't know if you've won before, Alguna. Your name doesn't sound familiar, but our giveaways, we send the prizes out like about a week later and on Wednesdays, and you must provide your Discord ID in chat and make sure you're in the ROG Discord server. So we're waiting for your Discord ID in Twitch chat. I'm going to turn my AC on, BRB. Yeah, since we were just talking about it. Two of the capture cards we make, CU 4K30 and CU 4K Pro, or I think it's just called the, we just call it the Tough 4K Pro, not CU 4K Pro, just Tough 4K Pro. I think that was the original name. They just had to change that. These have a lot of additional inputs, right? Headphone input. It's gotta have dedicated power and then USB. So USB and then HDMI, and then it has the out as well. These also have RGB. These are really overkill for capturing a webcam, so I don't use them for that. But more like if I'm doing an ally stream or if I'm doing a laptop stream, that's when I would use those. Okay, congrats, Algunavex. You're all set. Again, just make sure you're in the ROG Discord server. I don't know how much juice is in my controller. It was dead, but it's been charging for a while, so hopefully we're good, because being tethered is annoying. Cables are dumb. You know what doesn't have cables? The front of my desktop. Look at that clean graphics card with no cables. Oh. I'm not really sure what Faith is. Increases my max stamina. Seems good. I know. It feels like it took longer to get to this cableless GPU for a long time. Are there new products scheduled for release? We always have new products coming, so the answer is yes. I mean, but like, I'm not sure exactly. I mean, we're always making new things, right? New phones, new handhelds, new computer components, new laptops. I don't know that we're gonna have a ton between like now and Computex. Like I know of at least one new product page that's going live in October. Like it is obviously, but I don't know what's going on with that. That seems bad. Weird clipping. Okay, I'm bad at this. No, that artifacting is happening, and I'm not sure what's causing it. I wish they gave me a 120 FPS limit because I would just take that. Don't think that's what's causing it. In fact, I'm a little confused as to what. I mean, it sounds like it'd be a driver issue more than anything else. I don't know if there's anything I can change that's going to help with that, which is unfortunate. But could limit in the NVIDIA control panel. That's true. New game growing pains. Yeah, I think that's probably it. It's not terrible though. It's only in like a few spots here and there. Very playable. Counters. My weapons can break. Okay.
シュウ、どこにいる？
Boxes. Ramen. Fun fact. You go to like shops here and people are like, oh, Japanese soda. It's not really like a normal thing. More of like a festival drink. It's not like people drink ramen the way they would drink like a Coke. If that makes sense. I'm sure there's an exception to that rule, but just on averages. We shrining. Does this cost me anything? My sanity's fine. There were not new drivers for Silent Hill. That's true. That's true. Checked my NVIDIA drivers today. So we just did a big loop? Is this where we started? Doesn't look like it exactly, but it's hard to say. We're done with street yoga. I mean, you can go do yoga in the street if you want. But none of that in here right now. Visually, this game is damn impressive. Character models are phenomenal. I give these things way too much, like, I don't know, respect, I guess. Huh, that's interesting. Oh, I'm standing in the goo. I did not acknowledge that to be a thing to worry about. This is an Astro 5090 BTF edition. So we've got the power pin directly on the motherboard with no cables. And it's a 9800 X3D for CPU. Candy. I guess this was a nice little group yoga activity. I know people are very excited for the true glossy black OLEDs. I don't think they would work well in my office. Too much light bouncing around. I think it would look terrible, actually. But I'll probably find it at some point. They'll probably send me one eventually. Ominous. What, can I just read it again? Okay, so like a Hina doll dress. I don't know what that is. Looks like that could be chopsticks wrapped up in a box. They're like all gifts, right? Not sure what most of these all are. All right. We did hard puzzle, right? Shimizu Hinako, that's me. Mom, Dad, Jun-chan. Ooh. Rinko. Fog Town Monster. Puzzles. The altar. Thy restless heart betrays thee as unfit for this auspicious day. Thou must pay respect to the gods and the spirits of thine ancestors. A restless heart leads to a corrupt soul. Only through sufficient offerings laid upon many stands may thy soul be cleansed. Imagine if I got that right. You'd be like, Jake, you're a genius. Wow. Because I have no freaking clue what I'm doing. Some of the logic that I was thinking was like those look like spring flowers, and this looks like a spring Matsuri, aka festival dress. This looks like it could be like a fall leaf. I don't know, man. I'm grasping at straws here. Okay. I don't think we get any. There's a little leaf in the corner, but I don't. There's no other pages here. This is it. This is what we got. Restless Heart. I'm not sure about this one. Yo! Seems bad. It's because you had Tylenols in one day. My sanity is withering away. And I'm insane. A nice fox mask. I wish I had one ready for stream.
君は体を大事にしなさい。
ありがとう。
それでは行こうか、ひなこ。
どこ？
どうした？こっちだ。
誰なの？
That's fun. I don't think it's supposed to be doing that. Just see if that helps. I was kind of thinking it was frame rate. Yeah. It's the unlimited frame rate. It doesn't like it. I was thinking that it might be a feature, but that felt a little bit too disorienting, and it was purely bound to frame rate. So if I was less lazy, I'd go into NVIDIA control panel and set it to 120 or something. But the no limit frame rate is not working out. We can only stream at 60 anyways, so we're just gonna cap it there. And for me, 60 FPS doesn't feel terrible on a controller. I'm much less sensitive to lower frame rates when it comes to a controller. Mouse, keyboard, different story. I can't stand it. It drives me insane to be under 120. All right, glad we got that sorted. Game is freaking gorgeous, though. Snake, yokai, turtle, the hydrangea or something, cranes. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of yokai. I don't know if there's anything to learn here. Cat. Oh. This is gonna be a hell of a puzzle, huh? I'm typically shooting for 4K 120 for single player, but looks like a dagger. Kaiken. It's a short sword. My sanity is all but withered away. This isn't a shrine too, is it? There's like this creepy sound happening in my house. Pretty sure it's my daughter running around on her bicycle, but it sounds weird. And it's making me nervous. Is it a demon? Not enough faith, huh? Well, I can just drink the ramen.
似た絵を見かけたような。
Prayers written on rocks. Unlock the door. Let's go. Okay, 100% gonna get attacked. Oh, not by the doll.
なんでここに？
Huh. Wait, it's making me go back to the doll? Is that what it just said? Wasn't the doll back at the house where it just said? Oh no, it's right here. Lightning cast down from the heaven split asunder the decayed tree. From earth grows Kudzo, the prophet of eternal prosperity. That's not good. That's really not good. No stam. Yep, back against the wall, not great. Okay, I already forgot what that journal said. Find the correct Emma. 0 out of 3. I'm really not sure what I'm doing right now. This one does something. Uh, shit, I didn't think he'd catch me. Alright, for some reason thought I was safe. I was very wrong. Very wrong indeed. Holy crap, dude. Alright, we fight. Okay, seems bad. So it's just gonna respawn? Is that where I'm at? Altar, Shrine Vault. Lightning cast down from the heavens, split asunder the decayed tree. From the earth grows kudzu, the prophet of eternal prosperity. Then the map just says, find the correct Emma. Is Emma the name of the doll? Mom, Dad, I apologize for the bottom of my heart. I never made it to you for being such a horrible daughter. I didn't deserve to have you as my parents. I am getting what I deserve. Damn, that's kind of dark. Emma! The ball missing from that guy's mouth. I don't think I'll make it home. I just wish I could see you one last time, Mayumi. Divine water. Seems nice. I don't have any idea what I'm doing with flipping those things. Like, completely clueless. Yeah, I didn't look very closely at the map. Yeah. I think it's pointing to this one. I'm like, you know, this is maybe that's a tree. And I'm like thinking like, okay. Is there something that represents lightning? Cat. I don't know if that was part of the puzzle. I think that might have been an isolated thing. I'm really confused by these puzzles though. He's back. Hey, cutie. Ooh, bloodstained letter for those who have yet to abandon hope. I have hidden an omamori that protects against evil behind the Emma at. I can attest to its efficacy. However, no power is absolute. You must remain vigilant. The heirloom belonged to my grandmother, and now I pass it on to you. Is that the cat thing we just got? Probably. It seems like this thing's respawn is based on my failed guesses, but I truly don't feel like I've learned anything with my guesses. Like I'm just. There's a tree? I see. Bunch of these burned up. Got it. All right. Yep, there's a timer for the next giveaway. Was it back the other way? Yeah, it totally was. I was right there. God dang it. Yo, that hurt. I don't think it's killable, and you're definitely not meant to flee it. You knock it down, you continue on the puzzle, and it'll die after the puzzle. That's my guess. There's the lightning. Combination lock dial. Well, do I know the I guess there were 3 symbols, but I don't remember what they were. I can probably look at my journal. We have it set to hard and hard, yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure. Because we like restarted. It's just laying there. But the thing is way too fast to flee, that's for sure. No, no respawning allowed, please. I've had enough fun. you talking about the PC specs and stuff? I mean, that's kind of a big part of what our streams are. So, or like the performance stats.
淡雪の攻撃より削り出して作った君のための鍵だ。
私のために。
その鍵を稲荷像に。
The doll. Don't trust the fox mask. Ooh, he's back. Back again. Oh, jeez. Ah! Oh boy, there's two of them. Is that another one? Oh boy. Ooh.
「先ほどの扉は客人を招くためのものだ。だが
Why are
こ
we
ちら
talking
の
about
扉は
pizza?
聖域へ入ることを許された者にしか開かれない。
私は入っていいの？
もちろんだと
No,
も。
I want to eat pizza.
君を招くために今日がある。まだ少し歩かねばならないが、しばし休もうか。
大丈夫です。
疲れたらすぐに言いなさい。では行こうか。
Seems bad.
ひなこ、しっかりしろ。返事をしろ。よかった。お前は簡単に死ぬようなやつじゃないよな。
シュウはまだ生きてる。
サクコは無事だよな。一体どうなってんだ。 街から誰もいなくなってる。これが悪い夢なのか？
どこに行っても化け物しかいない。悪夢以外の何者でもないな。
だとしても幸運だったよ。この世界に残ったのが2人だとして、そのもう1人がお前で嬉しいよ、相棒。
I don't have any of that info for like the next OLED and such. I do not have any info on that.
リンコは無事なのか？一緒に逃げたんじゃないのか？
悪い。俺も混乱してた。
We're gonna get through the cinematic before the giveaway.
あの時はみんなバラバラに逃げた。俺もリンコの姿は見てない。
こんな状況でリンコはどこへ？
自分の家か。行ってみようぜ、相棒。
シュウ。
どうした？早く来ないと置いてくぜ。
What happened to my dagger? Is that only for the upside down? I'm stuck with a pipe here.
よし、しっかりしないと。
Alright. We're going to give away another $20 wallet voucher to gamesplanet.com. Keyword is a zip. Pizza spelled backwards. Yoshi, I gotta admit, I'm impressed with how fast you typed that. You were ready. You're like, what's the keyword? What's the keyword? Checks out. Alrighty, let's draw our winner, Sion89 on Twitch. Sion89, congrats. Please provide your Discord ID in Twitch chat and make sure you're in the ROG Discord server if you want to be able to receive that $20 voucher. We jamming. Okay. We'll send you a whisper next week. Grats.
とにかくリンコを見つけなきゃ。
Go find Rinko. We had an issue. We had two issues. The game was acting a little bit weird when we first tried launching it. Like the opening cinematic caused my PC to like go dark. I had to reboot it. It's a weird graphical issue. And then when we had the frames uncapped, we were seeing some visual artifacting. Huh. Interesting. So basically, yeah, I'm playing at 60. I think the other way, you could just go into the NVIDIA control panel and you could set it to restrict your game to 120 there. I think that requires a reboot, so I'm just like not bothering with that on stream. But that would be worth your time. Did I break my weapon? Inconvenient.
Iruka?
なんだ相棒。
今のこの状況、いつまでも宇宙船総合校をしていたい。私かお前の夢の中ってことはないよな。
What does playing Star Wars mean?
だったら互いの頬をつねり合ってみるか。
いや、自分の頬くらい自分でつねれる。
残念だが夢じゃないみたいだな。
Oh, we got a bunny tail? Why didn't you guys tell me earlier that I have a bunny tail? Makes it all worth it. No, I don't have a weapon, ma'am. That's not very nice. Chocolate. can only walk on these like raised paths on the edges. I no longer recognize my husband. He gets blackout drunk most days now, and when he's drunk, he turns violent. I don't think I can keep on living this way, not with his cruelty day after day. Where did the kind man I met when our marriage was being arranged to go? My eldest child is only 3 years old, and I have another growing inside me. Life is too hard to keep living, but I'm forbidden to die. Mom, Dad, I've always done as you asked, no matter what it was. This will be my first and last selfish act. Please forgive me.
ひどすぎる。
Ripperino.
あんまりだ。
Hello? Miss? Woo! I didn't sign up for this, ma'am! Holy shit. This is still a dead end. Not my fave. Not my fave. Still locked? Where did this thing even come from? Let me in. That looks like a dead end. Dried carcass, an animal carcass that has been properly packaged as an offering. It gives off a vague odor. Give me lots of faith. All right, so that was worth something at least to come over here. Huh? Really? It's not gonna let me go down at all. Sonic Racing Crossworlds, is that enjoyable? I mean, it makes sense. Sonic is inherently a high-speed game, right? In fact, didn't the Sonic team make like the F-Zero game for the GameCube because they were like good at making fast-paced games, like racing games? So it makes sense they'd make a good racing game. I got Mario Kart World with my Switch too, but I think I played it maybe twice. It's just not the kind of game I play a lot of. If I had like people at my house, I'd grind like local more often than I'd play online or something. Rice crackers. That being said, if you guys remember Robert, he's been on Pulse a couple times, maybe more than a couple times. He asked me to do a Sonic, whatever the racing game is called, co-op stream, and I was like, no, I'm playing Silent Hill. But he's like, I want to play. He's a big Sonic fan. He's like a big Sonic fan. It's like, I want to play it on stream. I'm like, Silent Hill. Sorry, man. What is back here? This weird statue, little shrine thingy. Whitson also plays Sonic games on stream. It's true. It's true. Where'd my pipe go, yo? Is there nowhere to go from here? That seems bad. I'm like not convinced this is a dead end because it's like, where else would I go? It's not letting me climb under there though. Ow, that hurt a lot. Senensugi Shrine Flyer. Let's hold a Jichinsai. I don't know what that is. Whether you're building a house or pulling it down, digging a well or filling one up, it's all done upon Inari-sama's land. We should show our gratitude to Inari-sama by holding a Jichinsai. Holding a Jichinsai, yeah, that sounds right, is especially important for wells, lest we forget the ancient tale of poisonous watering that once wreaked havoc until Inari-sama finally sealed it deep underground. Digging a new well is just like opening up an air hole for that terrible dragon. And if we're not careful, we risk facing its wrath once more. That's why we must have a Jichinsai. Exclusive price for the first-time customers. Special deals for requests on unlucky calendar days. Call for a free consultation now. Inventory is full. Wait, so what did this say? Head to Renko's house. It doesn't look like there's any way. Yeah. Nope. You know, I'm actually really excited for some of the stuff Sega's working on. If I'm not mistaken, they were reviving a bunch of old IPs, and I've talked about this online. One of my favorite RPGs of all time is a game called Skies of Arcadia that was on the Sega Dreamcast and eventually on the GameCube. I'm an enormous fan of the game.
Oi, Aibo.
And supposedly they just copyrighted something that could be a sequel
ごめん
in the
ぼん
last
や
year.
りしてた
ここサクコの家の神社だよな。
うん
あんまり思い詰めるな。急いでインコを探そう。
そうだな行こう
Feeling like maybe I should go to a shrine. Ooh, what the?
先生ですか
Yep. There's all right, I'll leave the door open. Snacks. Yep, those can stay there. Shrine really close. I'd like to sell some things or offer them. Don't you like the squishy sounds? Take the scissors. Of course, it's making me go back upstairs. Okay. Seems bad. I don't know what this key is for. Oh, this drawer that was locked in here. Local doctor's note. Even now, the trust given to the long-standing physicians of the Iwai family is unshakably strong. When I spoke to the eldest working member of the family at a gathering, I was astonished by their outstanding bounty of knowledge. Though, as they discussed the details of their practices with me, I got the hint that they might still be using controlled substances in their treatment. However, I think it best that I look the other way in this situation. While it is now illegal to produce the cloudy rice wine known as doburoku, people across Japan were once free to make it as they needed, perhaps operating within the gray area of legislation between traditional and modern medicine has always been a role of the local physicians here. Seems reasonable. Doctor? Max HP increase. Let's go. Autopsy report, undetermined cause of death. Case 9. Body was astonishingly malnourished, and the calvarium had split open like it had burst from the inside. The cranial bones had been hollowed out and filled with insect eggs, later identified as belonging to a various species, including locusts, grasshoppers, and crickets. No evidence to suggest they were put there by human hands, seemed to be planted by insects naturally. Highly unusual behavior considering the current harsh winter temperatures. What the hell? Yet another corpse to come through with an inexplicable cause of death. At least this one was easier to stomach than case number 8. All bodies with unexplainable causes of death are kept secret and swiftly handed over to the police department. In turn, the police department immediately disposes of such bodies without so much as a customary glance. Additional notes: this man was suspected of blasphemy against religious doctrine. He seemed to bear some kind of grudge against the Inari faith. It's always the same with these strange corpses. After all, there can only be one outcome for not paying reverence to Owanari-san. Alright, so bug corpses / curse for those that are heathens. Where did you even come from? Not gonna let me through there. I think there was a shrine. Oh my fucking god! I wasn't ready for that one. Chocolate does not heal me. Where's this stupid ass shrine? Heal me. So, nope, that doesn't heal me either. Well, there we go. Decreases enemy line of sight. That seems useful. Need some cheesy poofs. Where are the cheesy poofs? Oh my god, I haven't equipped any of these, you stupid jerk. I can only have one? There must be something through the rice fields. I don't think I've gone down here, but maybe I have. It's hard to remember. Yeah, I'm just gonna try going through the rice fields again. This is that dead end with the truck, right? Yeah, no, we've already been here. We've already done this. Yeah, this was a dead end, huh? That one's cuter than the others. School paper cut out the legend of Ebisu Gaoka's mother, Ayakashi. Long ago, there was a sighting of a scarecrow monster known as the Ayakashi here in Ebisugaoka. It appeared one sweltering summer day deep within the crop fields, dancing a most peculiar of dances like a ripple of hot air. People warned not to let one's gaze settle too far or too long upon this bizarre figure or try to get close to Ayakashi, for it will chase away any who do to the ends of the earth before taking their life. That's a cheery little note there. This is what we found in this little, yeah. Oh, I guess this is a hidey spot, right? We're safe. How is my day going? Going well, man. Going well. First stream with this New PC build, new motherboard, new case, BTF connectors, and we get to play Silent Hill F, which I'm thoroughly enjoying. Okay. Appears to be a dead end. But if I go straight north and then east, that might be good for me. I'm like, I don't think I can get away from that once they grab me. I don't think Ramana heals. I think I'm just in a really bad spot right now.
Hinakoかこの気持ち悪いのには触るなよ毒があるかもしれない右の庭から回ってこっちに来い
わかった。
Ah, what a time to have 0 heals and 0 HP. I also don't have a weapon. What? Huh. We have no weapons. There we go. Let's go. Okay. I miss yeah. Very good. I thought I dodged that. I hate that there's another enemy. Oh yeah, it's like it's telling me to lower the difficulty. It's like, Jake, you suck. It's like, I know. Nope. I keep thinking it's going to be a little bit slower than it is. I'm afraid. Come at me, bro. I'm playing this corner. It's gonna have to be good enough for now. Ooh.
大丈夫か。
なんとかな。
よかった。純子さんに頼まれたんだ。何があってもお前を守れってな。
お姉ちゃんが？
ずいぶん前の話さ。さあ、行こうぜ。
行こう。
Honestly, I'm curious if you can kill that thing, but I didn't want to try. I'm gonna save here and we're gonna do a giveaway. I'm enjoying this game. We will certainly be playing more of it. Yeah, I'm considering changing my AIO. But otherwise, I'm really happy with this build. Yeah. The thing about this AIO is the tubes have to be mounted on the bottom, and if I was to get a different, like the Rio 4, I could have the tubes at the top, and I don't think I would need those cables either. So I think I could get a cleaner look. So I'm definitely interested in that. But one final $20 wallet voucher giveaway in chat. Pizza. Yeah, these the Rio 3 does not have any way to flip the display, unfortunately. So the tubes have to go on the bottom there. And I'm like, it would just look that much sexier if I could flip it. And if I was to flip the AI or like the radiator on the top, which is an option, the tubes would still block the ROG logo on the left there, on the back, where the IO ports are. So. We shall see. We'll see. Entries are closed. Let's draw a last winner of the day, Mana Cloud. Didn't you just win like during the build stream yesterday, Mana Cloud? Damn, dude. Lucky guy. Please provide your Discord ID for our documento. Getting the wins. Yeah, name is also Mana Cloud. Cool. Well, guys, it's been a crazy week. I built a new PC. We got to play some Silent Hill F. We'll play some more Silent Hill F next week. Yeah, October is upon us. So it's going to be a mixture of spooky games, and then Xbox Ally streams are soon. They're coming up. So there's a lot of games that I've got on the horizon that are going to be amazing on the Xbox Ally. Like, yeah, Hades 2, I've been saving for that. Ball X Pit game I'm really excited for. I know people loving Hollow Knight. I got to play both of those games. There's like infinite games to play. So it's gonna be fun to, but obviously we'll dive into some beefier things to show off performance as well, because the Xbox Ally is really capable. I've pretty much only tried games like Hogwarts Legacy and Expedition 33 on the Xbox Ally. Those are the only two games I ended up installing and playing when I was using it in Taiwan, but thoroughly impressed with the performance. But yeah, man, I'm super stoked about this BTF build. I'm really hoping that becomes the standard, especially with, I don't know. It just looks so much better. It just looks so much better. But guys, I wish you to all have a lovely weekend. May it be filled with pizza. We'll see you later.